Well, the reason of it is just because EIDAS is now going into a further step. It's a fundamental evolution that is going to be agreed and decided by the end of the year by the European Parliament, European Council and European Commission. So as such, that kind of revolution will deeply impact on the lifetime of each single user, each single customer of an insurance company. So firms need to be alerted about that because a new wave of use cases are being triggered. Well, the most important challenge is to keep up with the change of the regulation itself, right? Because now, what is now going to happen is that the way how the insurance firms are onboarding their customers will massively change. It will be easier for the end user, but will mean important technological upgrade each technology that has been implemented so far by any insurance company, worldwide as well. So that's the reason why they really need to follow what is going to happen. And now the change is imminent, because the overall process started 2.5 years ago when it was just announced by Margaret Vestager and David Sassoli from the European Commission as a decision to be taken by the 27 member of the European Union. But now it's becoming true after 2 years of discussion and technological also context. All of this is now becoming reality. Well, my helpful advice is to start getting their hands dirty with this new revolution, with this new technology. Because if not, again, early adopters will take most of the benefit, late adopters will risk to end up as Research in Motion, BlackBerry, Kodak, or Nokia did. Well, the DISME solution, that it's an acronym that states "This is me," right? DISME states, is a new technological framework that is based on decentralized identity. It's a blockchain-based identity, which is corresponding to the paradigm that has been decided to be implemented throughout Europe by the European Commission. And it's also combined the security of the blockchain network together with the further layer of security introduced by us as qualified trust service provider, right? So, by simply digitally signing with a qualified signature, the single transaction that I'll build onto the blockchain network will build up let's say, unparalleled level of security onto the single transaction that are going to be exchanged throughout the existence. This to me is something that on one side will open up new revenue generation streams for all the issuer of the identity credentials, like insurance company will be. On the other side, also much more streamline and make life easier to the end user, because the digital onboarding will happen in a few seconds instead of minutes, instead of having to interface with video operators or a mix of unattended and roboticized technologies. It will happen in a few seconds, and it will affect all the European citizens, because the objective of the European Commission is to have 80% of the European population on the new decentralized identity pattern by the end of 2030. So in the next following 7 years, the revolution will take place. Well, first of all, because DISME has been decided according to what has been approved by the European Commission as the new standards, right? So it's fully compliant with the new standards. We were one of the protagonists that were called into discussion, the preliminary discussion. So, with some other protagonists, obviously. So we know exactly what was coming up and now going to be approved. On the other side, it's fully GDPR compliant. So, it's privacy by design. Means that, each of us will have full control after our personal data, because our personal data are going to reside within our mobile wallet, in the secure element of our mobile handset, right? And will not be residing in any more data center storage of some relying parties, right? So this is the fundamental element why insurance firms should look at this technology and try to initiate with some POC and create ecosystems to be leveraged on the course of the next months. We are the largest player in Europe by far, right? And now, let's say, niche sector, very security niche sector. It's, as a qualified trust service provider, our turnover is more or less double the second in the ranking at the moment, right? So, we are not the main networks. We are continuously growing, more or less on a 30% year over year. Also in light of the acquisitions, we are more or less everywhere in Europe. We cover at the moment Europe, Latin America, North Africa, and Middle East. We have two NT offices throughout Europe, and we can serve each single specific insurance companies, both ensuring fully compatibility of the solution to the international standard as well as the national and associational ones. I find it great, in the sense that it's a fantastic opportunity for us to present this sort of new, incoming revolution. The level of feedback is really high, so I'm really glad to participate in this event.